I'm sure you've seen memes like this floating around on social media for years. The notion that everyone's a DJ until you put them in front of a set of turntables. I saw this one today. This was new. A creative spin on that whole notion. And I'm actually starting to see this. There are DJs who started on CDs in the 90s and 2000s who are actually suggesting that a digital DJ who started as a digital DJ would never be able to figure out a set of CD players. I'm here to tell you that that's a ridiculous notion. You would totally figure out CD players. They're not that hard. There's a lot of cool toys on those. They're a lot easier than the records. But even having said that, if you started a few years ago on digital equipment, you would be able to figure out turntables. It's not a black art, okay? It's not rocket science. It takes a little finesse, and there's some physical adjustment that you're going to have to do to get your head around things. You're going to mix very different than you do now, because achieving things with turntables is a lot harder than achieving them digitally. But you figure it out. The notion is absolutely ridiculous that you couldn't figure it out. There are other reasons that I think it would be difficult for someone to go from digital to records. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the other reason I was thinking about this is because I'm having a birthday today. I'm this old. And I'm thinking about disco. And what was going on there with turntables. And by the way, if you want to do something nice for me for my birthday, like, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video, it would mean a lot. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. And thanks for all the birthday wishes on social media. Appreciate that. The hard part with turntables is not figuring out how to use them. Again, there's some finesse there. There's setup. There's very expensive needles. There's a very delicate balance with the tone arm and the anti-skate and the weight. Every DJ is going to set their turntables up specifically for them. So if you put any DJ in front of a set of turntables, doesn't matter if they're experienced or not, they may have a difficult time just spinning because the turntables may not be set up for the type of DJing they want to do. It just is what it is. There were times that you would go into a club or a bar and they had turntables in there that were set up different than how you set them up at home or how you set them up on your mobile system. And maybe they're different brands, and maybe the mixer is different. Maybe the mixer is going from a 12-inch club mixer to a 19-inch mixer or something like that. So things are spaced further apart. So when you were mixing on turntables, I can only speak for myself here, but I tell you, I didn't take tons of chances unless I was super comfortable with the equipment in front of me. And if I was going to do a loop or even write a mix any longer than, say, I don't know, 8 bars, it had to be a really important thing for me to do because it took a lot of effort. So it's different in that regard. But the notion that you couldn't figure it out is absolutely ridiculous. You totally could figure it out. The really hard part would be collecting the music because we couldn't just download things. You had to go out to the store and physically find things. And you didn't just buy any old thing because you had to buy the whole record to have a song. So you're very careful about what you bought. And when it came to bringing tracks to events, you didn't bring everything you had on a flash drive. You brought as many crates as you felt like that you needed. And me personally, I was a crate guy. I'd bring a good, solid crate with me. I knew I could only play like 50 songs in an event, so why do I need to bring 2,000 songs? I don't. I need to bring this crate of cherry-picked, beautiful stuff that worked really well. Yeah, people were more understanding back then when you didn't have something because not everybody had everything, but you had your tracks that you knew the crowd wanted to hear. You had your kind of signature tracks that you played that nobody else played. I had a lot of those. Those were fun. So even when I went into a club that had their own library, I would bring in my signature tracks and I would do something different than the DJ the night before or the night after was doing. It kind of set me apart. But yeah, the notion that you couldn't figure it out, I think is stupid. You totally could. But I mean, as far as putting somebody in front of a set of turntables, we didn't do that back then. Don't touch my decks. Leave them alone. Like a Swiss watch. Don't touch them. So that notion right there is ridiculous. Yeah, different game. And music was so good. Music today is kind of disposable, but music back then, I mean, it's stood the test of time. We're still playing it. It's being sampled in new tracks. Music was the thing back then. Music isn't the thing today. There are other things that are the thing, like social media and the golden age of television and video games and all kinds of fun stuff like that. Back then, music was the thing, and there was a lot of talent out there, and there were a lot of things that moved really fast in the music world. You didn't hear a sound like you do now. You hear the same sound for several years. Not then. You got 6 months and it was over. So you were constantly getting new music, and there was so much music to get, but it was expensive, so you had to be really selective of what you got. And I didn't know a lot of people who were DJs back then. Most people that I knew were into instruments. They were drummers, guitar players, bass players. Maybe they played a synth, but DJing wasn't as cool as it is now. DJing is very cool now. It's easy to get into, and people are into it. Back then, you didn't get into it unless you really loved music, because no, it wasn't easy. But again, to suggest that you couldn't figure out is absolutely ridiculous. So that's my video. One more thing that I will mention, and remember, it is my birthday, so I can make requests. Without getting into too much detail, I've had the single weirdest year of my life. It's been really strange. Everybody's okay, and we're doing well. I'm okay, but my business has taken a back seat. So I could use work. If you are in Chicagoland or around Milwaukee or Wisconsin, or even if you would like to be a channel sponsor, let me know. I need work. I need to fill calendar dates. Please reach out to me. I'm not busy at all. I'm really busy doing things right now that aren't DJing, but I'm not making money as a DJ, and I need to start doing that. So if you got some overflow, let me know. I really appreciate it. That's it. I'm done. We'll put this video in the can. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Practice and enjoy.